Okay guys, good morning to all of you. Okay, today we will see the next 5 question after question number 7. In previous lecture we have completed the 7 question. Now we have to solve from question number 9 to onward, right? Okay. Okay, once again guys, very good morning to all of you. Now just see the question number 9, right? Question number 9. What is the question? In the question number 9, it is given two identical spherical metallic ball, right? Now this type of ball, metallic ball. Okay, we have a two identical metallic ball, A and B. It is given in a question, right? Have the charge plus 40 microcoulomb and minus 10 microcoulomb. It has a plus 40 microcoulomb and it has a minus 10 microcoulomb. And the distance between them is 2 meters. The distance between these two charges, as you know, the distance measured between these two spherical balls is from its center. So that is 2 meters. Okay. And what is the magnitude and type of force acting between them? Now we have to find what is the magnitude of force and type of force is acting between them. So okay, apply Coulomb's law. As you know, F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Now put the value. Its value you know that 9 into 10 power 9. Q1 is what? 40 micro, so converting directly to coulomb, minus 6, and Q2 is 10 microcoulomb, so 10 into 10 power minus 6, and by R square. What about the distance between AB? So 2 square. Okay. Now it will be 9 into, it is 40 into 10, so 400. Now we can write 4 into 100, that is 10 square, into 10 power 9 into 10 power minus 6 and minus 6 minus 12, and by 2 square, that is 4. So it is neglected. Now we have F is equals to how much? 9 into 9 to 11, 10 power 11, and minus 12. It is 10 power minus 1. It will come 10 power minus 1, that is 9 into, it is 0.1. So it will be 0.90. We can write also. That is the force between them. Now what is the nature of force? Nature of force is what? This one is positively charged and the second one is negatively charged, so attractive. Attractive force. Okay. Again, the next part of this question is they are attached to each other, right? Then after this they are attached to each other. Okay. Second part. They are attached to one sphere A and sphere B. They both are attached to each other. As you know, when we join the two spheres, then what about the net charge on these combination? It has a 40, it has minus 10. So total charge on the combination, combined ball, combined sphere is how much? 40 minus 10, that is 30 microcoulomb. Okay, and now they are separated again at the same distance. Now you could understood, if again they are separated at the same distance, they have the net charge on both, that is 30 microcoulomb. If we separate them and they are identical, then the same amount of charge, the amount of charge is distributed equally. So the first one has 15 microcoulomb and second one has will be also 15 microcoulomb, and again they are at the same distance 2 meter. Now what is the force between them? F is equals to, according to Coulomb's law, simply I am just going to write the formula 9 into 10 power 9 Q1 Q2. Put value directly. I'm just going to put the value directly right now. So 15 into 10 power minus 6 into 15 into 10 power minus 6 and by r square 2 square. So 9 into 15 into 15 2 to 5. 15 15 that is 225 into 10 power. It will be minus 12 and this one is plus 9, so minus 3 and by 4. Okay, if we evaluate it, then we will get how much? Directly we can write 0.506 or we can write 0.51 Newton. And what is the nature of force? They both are positively charged, so repulsive. Okay. Okay. Now the third part. We have also a part as to this one, right? First, second. This question contains 3 parts. First part I have told you what about the magnitude of the force between between two charges, right? That was 0.90, and when they are combined to, when they are joined to each other and again they make a separation of the same distance, then the force between them will be how much? 0.51 Newton. And now the last part is, in this part it is saying that any one of the sphere is connect to the earth. Okay, third part, let's try to see. Ball A, this one is ball B. So it has 15 microcoulomb. It has also 15 microcoulomb. They are positively, they both are positively charged, and the distance between them is 2 meters. But in this part, what we have to do? We have to join. We have to connect any one of the sphere to the earth. Now suppose I have connected to the second one, that means sphere B, to the earth. So as you know, as we connect to the sphere B to the earth, all the positive charge are neglected by the coming electron, right? So net charge will be, this time net charge on the sphere B will be 0. Now charge is what? That is 0. So force between them, if any one of them, the magnitude of charge is 0, then you know that force between them will be 0. Okay. So F equals to 9 into 10 power 9 Q1 Q2, 15 10 power minus 6 into Q2 is what? 0 by R square 2 square, so it is what? 0. Okay. Yes. Just quick fast. Now question number 11, right? Question number 11. What is the question? Two conducting sphere A and B of same size are situated at some distance apart. Suppose we have a two conducting sphere A and B are of same size and they are at a distance r apart. Okay. Okay. Each has a charge of plus q coulomb. Okay, very good. This one is also positively charged, that is also positively charged. So the nature of force will be repulsive. Okay, and they repel to each other of a force of 10 power minus 5 Newton. The repulsive force between them, the force between electrostatic force between them, the nature of this one is repulsive, that is 10 power minus 5 Newton. It is given. Okay, so first of apply according to Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, you know that F equals to 9 into 10 power 9 Q1 Q2. This one is also Q, that is also Q, and by R square the distance between these two charges is R. So what about the value of this? 10 power minus 5. So 9, we can write it 9 into 10 power 9 Q square by R square equals to what? Its value will be 10 power minus 5. So that is question 1. Okay, yes. Again, read the next part. A third conducting uncharged sphere C of same size is first touched to A. Okay, this time suppose this one is A and this is B. This sphere is A and this one is B. Any third sphere C which is uncharged, which is totally uncharged, right? First touch to the A. Suppose that is C. This one is C. It has a charge of plus Q coulomb, and initially it has no charge because it is uncharged, so no charge is there. But when it is touched to the A and they are identical, then this charge is divided into two equal parts. So this time it has the sphere A has Q by 2 and it has also Q by 2. Okay, and again just read the question. The third conducting uncharged sphere C, same size, first touch to A and then B and then B. After that, now this time it has a Q by 2. When it is going to meet, it has a charge of plus Q coulomb, right? Understand? When this charge is going to touch to the, this is C, this one, it has a charge of, this time it has a charge, how much? Q by 2, and it has Q. So what about total charge? Net charge on BC, on sphere B and C, sphere B and C is how much? Q is equals to, suppose that capital Q we can write, no? Okay, Q and plus Q by 2. So it will be 2 under 2 plus 1, 3Q by 2. This time, this combination has a net charge. This combination has net charge 3Q by 2. Okay, and now what we have to do? Can I rub this side? Yes. Just remember it. 9 into 10 power 9 Q square by R square. Its value is what? 10 power minus 5. Wherever it is necessary, we can put this value. Okay, now see. Again, it is asking to you a third conducting uncharged sphere C of same size first touch to A and then B, and then placed exactly between A and B. Okay, this time it is placed, suppose that was A and that was B. Okay, what is the distance between them? R. We have assumed already R, right? And it is saying in the question that the sphere C is just placed in between AB. So where it will be? Suppose that is the sphere C. So what will be the distance of the sphere C from A? That is R by 2. And what will be the distance of B from C? That is also R by 2. Okay. Now complete the charges. What are the charges on sphere A? It has plus Q by 2. It has C is 3Q by 2 and it has also 3Q by 2. Okay. Is it clear? All are positively charged. So what is the force? Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the resultant force on C. Now what we have to find? The force on C. Okay. So what will be the force on C due to A? Due to this one, the repulsive force will be there. Here we can write FCA, force on C due to A, right? And what will be the force due to the sphere B? At this point we can calculate. That is FCB, force on C due to B. Force on this sphere due to this sphere, force on C due to this sphere. So now they both are in opposite direction, but net force, therefore net force F is equal to whose magnitude, the distance between these two charges, these two sphere, then A and C and B and C are same. Then we have to see which charges is greater than the first one. Right now it has q by 2, 3q by 2, 3q by 2. Okay, this one is bigger. So the force, what is the magnitude of force due to the sphere B on C? That is FCB. So we can write FCB minus FCA, because this force is the force between CB is greater than the force between ACY, because distance are same. Then as you know, F is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Q1 Q2 by R square. If the distance between them are same, then we have to see the magnitude of charge. At these two spheres, the magnitude of charge is what? 3q square by 4. And between B and C, the magnitude of charge is 9q square by 4. So this one is greater than that. That's why we have it. Okay. Now put the value. 9 into 10 power 9. It will be common. Na? Take common. Okay. Then Q1 Q2 by R square. So FCB is this one. The force between them and them. Okay. So 3q by 2 into 3q by 2. Q1 Q2 by R square. R square we can take common, right? Also R square is also okay. One time I can write. So R square by 4. It will be, because R by 2 is there. Other, okay, don't worry. I'm just going to write 9 into 10 power 9 into Q1 Q2. 3q by 2 into 3q by 2. Okay. And Q1 Q2 by R square. So R by 2 of its whole square. Minus, same as 9 into 10 power 9. Okay, what about charges there? Q by 2 into 3q by 2 and by R by 2 of its whole square. Okay, so it is, what will be the common? 9 into 10 power 9. Q into q square by R square is also common, so R square is common. Now we have 3 3s are 9. Okay, exactly 3 3s are 9 by 2 2s are 4. Minus here 3 and the 3 by 2 2s are 4. And we have R square we have taken already common. Now we have 1 by 2. So whole square 1 by 4. So it will be, its value is, I have told you before, what is the value of this one? 10 power minus 5. In the first part it is given, right? 10 power minus 5 into, what is this? When we divide this, something is wrong, I hope. Na? When we divide it into two parts, 3q by 2, so 3q by 4, 3q by 4. Here we have 3q by 4, 3q by 4. Okay. So, okay. q by 4, q by 4 is q by 4. Exactly. So here we have 9 by 16 and here 4 to the 8. Now it is okay. So we have LCM of 8 and 16, that is 16. It is 9 minus 8 to the, so 3 to the 6. Right? And 1 by 4, again it is 1 by 4, so it will be 4. So 4 to the 16 is there, 4. And 9 minus 6 is what? 3. Okay. So I can rub it. So F equals to what? 10 power minus 5 into 6 minus 9 minus 3. 9 minus 6, 3. And by 4. Okay. So it is 0.75 10 power minus 5. So it will be f is equal to 7.5. You can write it also into 10 power minus 6 unit time. That is your answer. Okay. Sorry for that, na? We have calculated. Let's chart this system. When we divide into two parts, so what is the half of 3q by 2? 3q by 4. Okay. Okay. Wait fast. Okay, so thank you. Next question we will solve in next slide. Okay, thank you for doing.